Welcome back to Business Today. Now, my colleague Jimmy Mbogo is down at the SK Nairobi International Trade Fair, and this trade fair was opened by our President William Ruto and of course the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces. And right now, Jimmy joins us with the latest from down there. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Thank you very much, and a very good afternoon to you. As you rightly said, we're still at the SK Showgrounds, that is in Jamhuri. Now we are back at the Jamhuri Expo Center. This is, you will remember, this is one of the facilities within the showground premises that host most of the exhibitors. We have been reliably informed that at the moment we have over 400 exhibitors in the building, and one of them is actually from Ghana, and we're talking about Casaprico Company Limited from Ghana, and they're looking to enter and to get into the Kenyan market. Why? They will be speaking to Jeffrey Arthur, who is the International Business Development Lead or Executive, and he will be telling us what has attracted them to the Kenyan market. Arthur, thank you so much for making time to speak to KTN. So let's talk business first of all. We look at the liquor business in the country. We have very specific players. We're talking about the likes of EABL Kenya. So what has made Kenya very attractive for you?
Okay, so thank you very much for the question. So first of all, I'll say the Kenya market has always been one of the prospective markets of us. Kenya market, we know the alcohol consumption rate of Kenyans are rather on the high side, and we also look around, we look at the cultural, socio-economic similarities between Ghana and Kenya. We know that our product will do well here because we feel like we are very close nations. These two nations are very close. And thirdly, I would say Kenya has always been the gateway to Eastern Africa, and we believe that if we're able to expand here, this is just the beginning into capturing the entire Eastern African side of Africa. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the operating environment in Kenya, and maybe you can also tell us how long you have been operating in the country, and in terms of distribution, how are the numbers looking like?
Okay, so I would say we just launched in Kenya somewhere last week, and already we believe that all the companies have been quite supportive. The KEPS, the KRA, all of them has been quite supportive. Currently, we have a distributor in here called Canary Trading. So Canary Trading has been operating in Kenya for some time now, but now we have engaged them, and they are going to be our distributors for specifically this Kenya market.
All right. So when you talk about the East African region, of course, you're looking at a much bigger market. So how soon is this expansion, or what is the frame? What is the time frame looking like?
Okay, so for now, as we have just launched in Kenya, we are trying as much to supply nationwide. We're not just looking at Nairobi, Kisumu, or Mombasa. We're looking everywhere. So once we're able to have enough to supply the Kenyan market, we look beyond the Kenyan market. We look at other countries. And now what we're also doing is that currently we are importing into this country, which is continuously going to be a lot of work. So we are going to actually go beyond their plans, to go beyond just importing to the point where we're able to manufacture in this country. And when we are manufacturing in this country, I believe we should have enough stocks to be able to feed off the remaining Eastern African countries.
All right, so and that's a good point that you raised there in terms of just setting up shop in the country. Do you have a time frame in terms of when are you likely to set up a distillery, or how far that process has gone?
So currently we are still in discussion stage. We're still looking for a partner, more or less, because this is where we are going to do a contract manufacturing. We hope that we will be able to bottle in this country, whereby we are bringing in our concentrates from Ghana, and then we are bottling here in Kenya. So, I mean, through this, we're going to create some employment, we're going to create some more demand for the brands, and we're looking at close to between late 2024 into 2025. I believe we should have started manufacturing in this space, in this Kenya market.
All right, and I'm sure from a business executive perspective, the numbers do matter. So talk to us about the volume that you're looking to bring into the country, particularly looking at the next half of the year.
So currently, we've just shipped into the country over 5,000 cases, and we are looking to, by the close of 6 months into next year, we are hoping to do more than 50,000 cases for this Kenyan market.
All right, and apart from just the spirits, what are the other offerings that you're looking to bring into the market? And in terms of the uptake and the market response, how has it been for the last week that you've been here?
Yes, so far this brand we believe is very different from a lot of brands we have on the Kenya market. And this brand, for our successes, we've done pretty well in West Africa. We are able to sell in places like Canada, in Australia, in the United States. All of those markets have accepted these brands, and this brand is very well. I'd say the certification of this brand is one of the things that are major to our brands, because we are certified by the the LCBO of Canada. We have the FDA certification. We are ISO certified company and all that. So we coming into this Kenya market, we come here to bring quality. And quality at affordable rates, because that has always been one of our missions, providing the audience with quality but affordable products.
All right, now the big conversation in Kenya at the moment is the fact that the disposable income of a lot of Kenyans has been diminishing. Are you concerned about this as a business?
Yes, definitely. Every businessman would be concerned about this, but what is central to our market is that we have a target audience that we believe are between the middle to low income earners. So we would definitely always consider the purchasing power of these people, and then always price our products within ranges that is largely affordable by the masses. Yes, I'll put it that way.
All right, so Arthur, before I let you go, again, the other conversation that is currently going on is particularly to do with things around manufacturing. The cost of power, the cost of energy has been a concern to a lot of Kenyan manufacturers. So what do you feel, even as you look into setting up shop in the country?
Yes, I mean, for that, I would not be able to say a lot about it, because we are yet to set up shop, as you said. We are yet to produce anything. And hopefully when we come in here, it should be, I think it should still make sense, considering the cost of manufacturing in here and the cost of manufacturing in Ghana and the cost of importation and the cost of duty and everything. It should make more sense to produce in here, and we would definitely take that option of manufacturing in here as compared to manufacturing in Ghana and exporting into this country. So I believe we will be comfortable when it gets there.
Arthur, thank you so much for making time to speak to KTN. And of course, as we told you earlier on, this is actually a business field environment in terms of just looking at some of these exhibitors and all the things that they're currently doing, trying to make sure that they bring all these products. We're talking about innovation. We're talking about businesses that are also looking into making an impact within the Kenyan market. And of course, we'll be here. We'll continue. We're doing our rounds. Of course, it's quite a long day here. A bit of exercise for a better part of the day, moving from one end to the other, and we'll keep doing that until so that we can be able to inform our viewers just what to expect, what is going on, what they need to know that we feel is going to impact on their lives. But for now, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Jimmy, and thank you also for the exercising beat. That is very important. We just talked about chess.